Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this week's team call, our VIP Global Team Conference call. It's Sunday. It's the day after we've experienced our GSR first ever Super Saturday public event in California yesterday, and everyone's buzzing from that. We've had some great conversations before we press record on this meeting, just a bit of a community time, talking about some of the things that were mentioned. Well, I want to go straight in and introduce the founding member of VIP Global right now, Mr. Kyle McGregor, who I've been told came alive yesterday in front of the room. He took the responsible part of the presentation where, for the first time, revealing what is the compensation structure, the compensation plan for the business that we're promoting. And in introducing Kyle here, and I'm taking my hat off to how he sort of puts these things over, I'll start by asking him a question. And Kyle, isn't it amazing, right? The amount of times you've been in this business, like 15 years, you've seen success, you've seen other people have success, you've seen people fail, you've seen launches, you've seen failed launches, right? But have you ever known in a business where you've got 1,500 people or thereabouts signing up and paying money, and they haven't even seen sight of a compensation plan or even asked for it or been able to see one yet? That's something a bit special and unique, I think, So, framing your introduction to talk and people are wanting to know about the comp plan, isn't it quite amazing that people are doing things without even knowing what's in there yet?
Absolutely. I mean, take a look at really the industry in and of itself. And if you could find the elements that can combine really the ability to help get products to market. I mean, that's really the essence of this thing, really. And if you look at combining and creating a community, creating a location where you can manufacture consumers, business-minded entrepreneurs coming together all in one location to be able to support each other, help products get to market, products move, help really create a community where even these smaller businesses and companies can help get their products more efficiently out to the world. That is phenomenal. Because, I mean, this is where everything's moving, everything's changing, everything's shifting. And that's the vision and foresight we need to make sure that we help people understand. It's like it's sharing that vision of what these other companies have done previously. That's why they won. Because it didn't matter about a comp plan. It didn't matter about how people were getting paid. It's just the vision of what it was to shift and revolutionize an industry, and that's why these companies had changed. So if you look at really where we're at in our dynamic of what we have in our business and our company, and really where everything is shifting in this space, we want to make sure we position ourselves to profit, and it's not going to take, it's not going to take a comp plan to do that. Now, I love the fact the comp plan by far, and I've been in the industry 15 years, seen dozens and dozens of comp plans. I've seen every type of structure that's available out there today. And again, at the end of the day, this is a combination of the hybrid. We have a multi-hybrid pay structure to help people be compensated efficiently, effectively for building infrastructure within the construct of a company. And that's a beautiful thing. Because we were talking about yesterday in the compensation plan, or the benefits of why you wanted to build within the company, to build leverage, to build within a business model to where you can find freedom. And I asked people yesterday. We had well over 300 people there yesterday. It was phenomenal. And this is just a small little intimate launching experience. I mean, just the very beginning. And the things that I see in the future from this small little intimate launching event is going to be astronomical, of sharing this concept of vision. And going back to that comp plan is, who here wants freedom? Everybody raise their hand. Who's here willing to do what it takes to create that freedom? And everyone is excited. The thing is, we'll see. Are you willing to do what is necessary to win? Are you willing to do what it takes in order for you to create the right type of a business for you to create that freedom for your life? And this is not a hard business. This is a very simple business, okay? But watch this. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. So are we willing to do what's necessary to share the vision, to stay consistent, persistent with your actions and activities for you to come out on top? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Because I said, who here would like to have been in the living room with Mark Zuckerberg about to launch Facebook? That had been good timing. And everyone was excited about that. But I'm like, you know what? There were, a little less than a dozen people there when he first started launching his company. And guess how many of those people said, yes, I want to make millions with you, or billions? There's only about 3. Okay? So the thing is, you got to see it before everyone else sees it. So it takes vision to see something before the masses do. But you know, it also takes courage to take action before. When it becomes self-evident, it's gone. When an opportunity becomes self-evident, it means that everyone's already doing it. The opportunity's already surpassed us. It's already gone past us. So you don't want to wait. You want to be at the beginning and take massive action. That's how you win big. And that's why we're excited about what we're doing. You don't need to have a comp plan to share that type of a vision. But watch, the comp plan is blazing fantastic. It's right. Meaning that I've never seen in this industry the ability for the average person to win in very small elements where it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot because we don't have just a few products. I mean, even to this day, I'm still buying products from a different company that I don't even need or want, right? And they're usually overpriced products to be the comp plan. They're limited to what I can actually purchase. You guys, we don't have to worry about any of that because we have a limitless product selection. Right now, we've got about 16,000 products as of right now. By the end of within a week's time, we'll have about 90,000 products available. And over time, we're going to have millions of products on our Incentivized platform as we continue to grow, continue to add. You realize that Amazon started with a couple hundred used book titles, right? And some CDs. And Jeff Bezos had this vision that someday everybody be shopping on this thing called the internet, right? And today our world's completely shifted, completely changed. And now we get to be the beneficiary of that foundation that Jeff Bezos had built because now it's become an accepted thing that we shop online. Now we get to shift it, revolutionize it, and to have the ability, and that's a big word, revolutionize, but I believe that if we do the necessary actions, that we'll be able to experience that type of thing, similar to what Uber did, similar to what Facebook did. They didn't invent those industries. They just innovated and made them better. So to answer your question, the answer is absolutely fantastic because it doesn't matter what the company looks like. We've got the solution to a problem within one of the biggest, fastest growing industries of the world. The comp plan just makes it 10 times sweeter. Back to you, Bill.
Great. So thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate that. Now, when you were saying things about the bigger picture, the sort of the vision here, that is critical to get people to sort of buy into the bigger vision, because that helps them see what's possible. Okay, but Jeannie, let me ask you. What would you say to someone who maybe they've got a full-time job, or they've got a full-time job and they've got a part-time job waiting tables, right, to get things straight for the family? What would you say to them would be the advantage of taking something like GSR and what we're trying to do on board, and using that to build a longer term, more sustainable future for them? Mrs. and Mrs. Average Joe Blogs, why is this so advantageous over so many other things that maybe you've been involved in the past?
Well, Philip, of course, it would follow a conversation when I would have more information about this person than you've presented. But what I would really be listening for is where the person really is right now, and then have a conversation about possibilities. And then I would most likely want to get into a discussion about whether the person is interested in having a business that is part-time, that can easily be done in among the all the other things the person is doing. And if that's the case, then we have a further conversation. So I don't know if that's helpful. I can make up other scenarios, but that's kind of my initial response.
Oh, that's helpful. Thank you very much, Jeannie. Thank you very much. Let me ask you, Gavin, and Mr. Gavin J. Kerr, I've just unmuted you. Tell me, I'd like your take on this. What would you say is different and easier maybe about this that you could someone could easily simplistically build into their sort of life on a part-time sort of basis? What makes this just so much easier than anything else? I know you've seen success in promoting this in some different sort of ways. So what would you answer me?
Well, my answer would be that I've got a full-time job. I do work 10 hours a day. I've got a family at home and commitments with that, and I've still managed to do it. You know, it's a case of, like I've said many times before, you know, we're not having to train people to do this business. They're already spending the money. The expenditure in the household is there for them to make a difference to their lives, whether it just be, let's be honest, a couple of $100 a month would make a difference to some people's lives. And that's so very easily achievable with what they're already spending in the household, especially when it comes to things like Christmas and birthdays through the year. If you've got big families, you know, to be able to leverage that and earn a residual income from it just makes it accessible to everybody.
So really, we're in a business here that, as Kyle has said, is going to, if not revolutionize, completely evolutionize an industry that is e-commerce, that has gone, right, without going over the figures, it's gone from 1.7 trillion, it's going to go to 2.1 trillion, it's going to double to 4.3 trillion, that mobile is now accounting for more than e-commerce did totally 3 years ago, and we're going to have a mobile app as well, that we're actually ahead of the times. So we've got you know, the opportunity to take this and ride this business. And as Jeannie and you said, the simplicity that's involved with, there's no training involved to shop, as you said. It's, and this is what something, if anyone's writing anything down, I would write this down. What Gavin's just highlighted is key. We are talking of just a transference of existing expenditure. Now, when you can promote a business that is selling everyday items that people are buying anyway, so therefore it's a transference of their existing expenditure. What that means is we're not asking anyone to spend anything on something that is they would not be buying and spending on in the first place. So there's no, like, you're going to have to find an additional $50, or you're going to have to find an additional $100 every month forever, because that's your commitment, right? Well, the first thing to notice here is there is no commitment, because you don't have to actually create personal purchases here. All you have to do is generate sales, right? You're actually committing yourself. It's big fat zero. There are no auto ships here. That's another big game changer, right? So we've got that. It's a repeat purchase most of the time, and people are incentivized to buy it. We had a launch yesterday where people were told they could buy training programs, which are commissionable. Well, we're going to have tickets on sale for our main launch event and for certain packages, and we can pay for that, and it's commissionable. We can book tickets and flights from the UK in this case, and maybe night stays of accommodation in Vegas through our travel partners on our own sites, and get paid commission for traveling to company events, right? This is just completely so different to everything else. I've been involved in business before. It's cost me $179 to get a ticket to a one-day event, and it's cost me $1,000 to get there. And I got nothing out of it. I was supposed to get amazing training. All I got was 2 days of hype, right?
Yeah. The thing, Philip, I always say is that we have other companies out there that the members are making 6 figures a month, and that's, you know, obviously that's the top end, that's the minority, but they're making those sort of figures off one product range. one product range. We've got, you look at Colin and Tess, who brought Nutritional Ninjas in the Ocean Beauty range. There's 2 ranges there, and we're not stopping there. We've got more and more vendors coming in constantly. So you think of the scope we've got there to, build this business. We're not just limited to say, like, you've got Herbalife, we've got their range. We've got so much choice. It's just blows my mind where we can go with it.
And Gavin,
Kyle,
very
sorry.
often the person who's making a big amount of money is making that money based on a few people inside their business, their team. And here we have multiple streams that will be
Yeah.
paying us. It is not just based on a few people who are also probably doing well, while at the same time many others are not doing well. So it is really possible in this for people at all levels to do well, depending on what they want to do with the business.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jeannie. Yeah, like, it's just such a different structure. But yeah, I never thought of it that way. Thanks for sharing that.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Here's something, and Kyle, I'll bring you back in on this, as if I may, please, because you presented the compensation plan, and I don't want to discuss the compensation plan today in any detail, not even any brevity. It's not what today is all about. But the most important thing for me is the daily activity that a compensation plan drives. Okay, and by that I mean, I've kind of learned that it doesn't really matter what a compensation plan says it does. It's how does it pay out? How do you access the money? Because that then drives the behavior that you should be doing to access the money, which should drive the business. So what would you say, Kyle, is the best sort of daily activities that people could be doing now for them to measure activity today, not results, right? I think Keisha touched on this in maybe her training as well. If we can focus on activity now, not results, and we got our head down and don't look up for 2 months, my God, we could all have massive teams in Vegas, because if we do the activity here, not just think I've got to get a result today. So what would be the activities, Kyle, knowing what you do, how this comp plan pays? What's going to make it sing? What are its sweet spots?
Fantastic. Great question. It's like, what do I do now? What do I need to do in order to create the results that I'm looking for? At the end of the day, we only have one thing. We only look at the results. The results will never come to pass unless you do some disciplines for you to achieve those results. Okay? We've got some phenomenal training. One of our trainers. He's got a phenomenal training system that we're able to be compensated for, to purchase, to help you understand what it takes to win within your business. Okay, so that's something that I highly suggest everybody benefits from and participates in, and purchases, to make sure that you can use, not just for yourself, but also create that knowledge for your team to create the result that you're looking for. Okay, so that is going to be available very, very soon. I think you can go there actually now, incentivize.com, and purchase that. At the end of the day, you look at what you do now to
Kyle, sorry to cut over, Kyle. Could you just maybe move about 5 or 6 feet to maybe get a better reception somewhere? You're breaking up a little bit too much right now. Sorry, bro.
Now, can you hear me now?
You sound a little bit deeper already.
Okay, good. Wonderful. So we're looking for results. Well, the results never come unless you do the actions and activities. Okay. By the way, first and foremost, we want to have everybody in the organization and everybody's coming into the team from this point forward to be at the Las Vegas event, if any way humanly possible. We went to pre-launch 8/8/17, right, on August 8th, and think about how cool that is, because we have an 88 matrix. That's awesome. Also, we're going to be launching in full effect, right? Because we're going to be in a soft launch for the next 3 months, but full effect on 11/11/17. Kind of exciting, right? So there's things and reasons we do certain things, okay? But come Vegas, we want to all be there. You want to promote. You want to be a professional inviter, master promoter, be the promoter you need to be, but also show up. You can't expect your team to do what you're not willing to do. So do everything in your power to make sure that you're there and bring as many people in your organization as possible. These types of events are the lifeblood of launching and blowing up your business. Okay? And I've never been in a company to where you can actually purchase a ticket and get commissioned and get paid out on purchasing a ticket for an event. That to me is phenomenal and mind-blowing. And everything we do is commissionable here. I mean, everything we purchase, everything we market, everything we share, everything that we do is commissionable. And that's what's so great about also this type of a platform. So here's the thing is to share this vision, right? Really all we want to do is really help people see the bigger picture, right? The comp plan is going to take care of itself. People are going to see the results financially. They're going to go, this is phenomenal. So they just need to know a few things about the comp plan, which is not even that necessary, except they know they're getting paid to shop, right? That's as simple as this really is. But if you can share that vision, have somebody really just start talking to people, start sharing, reaching out, whether it's online, offline, just connect with people and start letting them know what we do. That's it. That's as simple as it is. But watch the numbers, okay? The numbers will take care of itself as long as you allow the numbers to work for you, okay? So let's talk about these numbers. Think about this. I don't care if you're part-time, full-time. I remember years ago when I had a full-time job and I was starting and creating and helping launch a company. I literally would wake up at 5 in the morning to beat traffic, right? I'd be at work from 7 and I got off at 7. It was a big work day. And I snitched out about 2 hours in a day, an hour or two in the afternoon and an hour on the way home to where I would call people, reach out. I'd send messages on social media. I'd do the necessary actions to help create that buzz to be able to connect with people, asking people if they're open to opportunity, right? And really that's as simple as this really is let the numbers work for you. Because if all you did, even part-time, spare time, is just made a goal of talking to 2 new people a day and not having to convince anything to anybody, but just asking a few questions and seeing if they're open to learning. That's as simple as it is. I ask people, like last night, I'm sitting next to multi-millionaires last night. Okay, what an awesome opportunity, be at one of my best friend's birthdays and experience his 40th birthday party, right? But I'm sitting next to people in the industry that have made literally hundreds of thousands of dollars on a monthly basis, multi-millionaires, just the most awesome, down-to-earth people, right? But as simple as this, like, what are you doing these days, right? They're just asking. I haven't seen some of these people in like a decade, but it's so great to see them. Like, what are you doing? Well, I'm working in commerce. Well, really? Well, how's that work? Well, shoot, do you shop online? Well, yeah. Do you get paid to shop online? No. So would you like to? Well, yeah. Hey, welcome to the family. Because guess what? I can sign them up for free. I can sign them up as a free VIP rewards customer. And it costs them nothing. They can get a taste of what it feels like to get paid to shop on the internet for products that they need, want to buy anyway. But if they like the idea, they're entrepreneurs, they like to actually build distribution infrastructure within the construct of the company, that they can buy a mini franchise pretty much. They can actually buy a marketing kit for $500 plus tax and actually build a team to build that leverage that they're looking for to achieve some financial independence, right? Now they do that. Now I'm building a business. Now I'm be able to rank advance. Now I'm be able to open up other revenue streams, right? But as simple as asking those 3 questions piques their interest. And I say, look, I'll just shoot you a video. You can take a look at it. It makes sense. I can have someone else answer questions for you. It's as simple as that really is.
You know what you said something you said there was so powerful. I just want to go back and retrace it and just pull that apart a little bit, because you said something that was phenomenal, right? And that was, you can give them a VIP customer reward link for free, nothing, no cost, nada, zip, zilch, right? And they can get paid every time they shop. Now let's just break that down a minute. What we're saying is, right, in essence, so everyone fully understands the power of that and the congruency of this, how this is probably the most congruent customer acquisition model I've been involved in 35 years in this business. Right? Here's what we're telling people. You get a link. You use this link and buy anything from our incentivized platform, our Premier Brand Partners. There's a fair bit of profit there, and you'll generate a profit with your sale, with your purchase. We'll give you 15% of that profit directly back to you as a thank you for making the purchase. Now, if you want to go over to the other side of the business and shop in any of our super affiliate stores, I don't know, maybe you actually shop in Asda, in Walmart right now. Maybe you shop in Macy's, Best Buy's, Target, PetSmart, whatever. I bet you don't get 35% of the profit that's generated from every sale and commission, the sale that you make. Well, now you can. Right? It's like right there. Are you telling me that I can just shop online to these places I'm shopping anyway, and I can get 35% of the commission I've generated paid back to me at the end of the month, and it costs me nothing? Who's going to say, no, thank you, I don't want that link, right? That is powerful. And then when you think to yourself, you do that often enough, and you get enough customers being exposed to your business for free and spending money freely and getting paid every time they do. And by the way, you get a 5% override every time a customer spends something, either on Incentivize or in a super affiliate store, because they're tracked to you, right? And, oh, by the way, every time a customer buys something, that volume is counted towards your personal sales volume, right? This is unbelievable. And customers get to do that for free. And we get a benefit every time they earn money. We earn an override as well. It's like, hello? Do people realize what we have here? Honestly? Wow.
It's the biggest no-brainer. I mean, honestly, like, people will, with time, recognize the power of it, right? They've never experienced it before. It's just an example, like Daniela, right? She'd never used Uber in her life. She used it a couple of months ago for the first time. She's like, my gosh, that was the coolest experience I had. I will always use Uber from now on, right? As soon as somebody tries something that has a positive experience, they're going to start sharing it. They'll tell other people. And it goes from person to person to person. And that's why we have created such a phenomenal platform where people can benefit and financially gain from doing the things they're normally doing. Once that word starts getting out, game over. We're making ridiculous money if we get to work. Now let's talk about those numbers. Because think about it. If even at a full-time job, and by the way, I always recommend to people, work full-time on your job, part-time on your fortune. Find something that you can actually help pay your bills, and then build your business around your schedule to help create that leverage you need to win, okay? I never say quit your job, go full-time with any business when you're first starting out. You want to make sure you play things smart, play things right, okay? And this is my suggestion. Why? Because I've been there. In 15 years, I've gone through those things. I've experienced some hardships and growth experiences. So it's important to make sure that you take care of your family, take care of your finances while you're building your business, especially if you've never done this type of business before, okay? So that's just a recommendation that I suggest to people. But even around your schedule, you got to be focused on your actions and activities daily. Simple daily disciplines can help you achieve your financial independence. So do the actions. Well, what are those actions? Our main job is to do two things: get a few customers, a few customer getters or gatherers, and duplicate. That's it. Have them plug into the system, right? So if I'm asking those simple questions, asking if they shop online, they get paid to shop online, would you like to? And piquing their interest, have them watch a video and then let someone else answer those questions. You do that consistently and learn the skill sets, the simplistic skill sets, but stay consistent, persistent with your actions and activities. That's how you win. So look at the numbers real quick. If I just talk to 2 new people a day, let's just say small numbers, 5 days a week. 2 new people a day, 5 days a week, that's 40 exposures for the month. Okay? 40 new people you've spoken to. I don't care if they're people that you know, people you meet around, I just talked to an Uber driver the other day. That's those same types of things. He watched the video. He just enrolled. I'd never met him before. But he's ready for opportunity. Guys, people begging for opportunity right now. We have got an opportunity of a lifetime. You got a solution for people to win big here. Don't rob people. At least let them know it exists. Let them make an informed decision. We're at the beginning of something transformational. Let them have the opportunity to see it at the beginning. What a blessing, you know? So if you do that, 40 new exposures a month, and then you duplicate that, right? 40 new exposures a month times 12 months, that's a phenomenal number. And let's just say out of the month, out of those 40 people you shared the information with and shared the vision with, out of those 40, just say half of those said, you know what, I don't mind having a free website to shop and save and get paid from. Let's say half of those customers, VIP rewards customers you enrolled, start shopping online and shopping from their own e-commerce site, and you're financially benefiting from all of their sales and purchases. And let's just say out of those 40, 4 of them said, you know what, I'm ready for opportunity. I want to make some more money, not just some hobby money, just buying my own stuff, but I also want to build a business with you. Let's become business partners. That's 4 new people that you brought in because you just did the simple actions of talking to 2 new people a day, 5 days a week. Guys, just follow the simple system. Do the simple daily disciplines. Do the actions and activities, and you'll create the results. And that will start to snowball. And that snowball effect can create an avalanche of opportunity. Philip, back to you.
Love that, Carl. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to, one last thing I want to discuss before we round this call up. And we've been recording for just over 30 odd minutes, which is great. You know, it's a great time. I just want to touch on one thing. And I said this isn't going to be about the comp plan, and we're going to touch on one thing, but in a different way, okay? Because the one thing that I know people are going to get excited about when they fully understand what it means here and how different it makes us, okay? And that is the GSR 88 Daily Matrix Bonus Pool. Right now, let me help you out a bit here, because I know this is new, and I know you did the presentation yesterday, right? But I wanna just give you and everyone on the call here that maybe weren't there yesterday the actual what the company is saying about the 88 Matrix, and then I want you to tell us what that means, okay? And in a nutshell, it actually sort of says, okay, that the qualification to get paid out of this matrix, okay, means any rank 2 with accumulated retail sales of $100 or above, okay, and that they're 10% of the gross sales profits from all the stores in your 88 matrix pay line. Now, what does that mean? In essence, what's that all about, and what makes that unique, and why is it powerful?
Yeah, this is a game changing. I mean, I ask people all the time. People have been in the direct sales world for years and years. Like, how would you like to have a company build a business or team or organization for you? Would that be helpful? It's like, yeah, absolutely. The thing about this, being in the industry and seeing every type of comp plan out there, pretty much, I've never had a company build a team or organization for me. Imagine if there was. Would that make it easier for the average person to win? Because what we do is we've created a structure, and we've allocated 10% of our entire company's, of all the product sales and purchases from the organizations built for you, and pay out to those who are contributing to the platform, that are buying, selling, marketing, sharing, purchasing products from their own site, and customers that are buying from their site to be able to benefit from this daily bonus, right? This is so cool. And this is the benefit of this. Every time somebody comes in the company and becomes a brand ambassador, pays their $4.99 plus tax, they will fall into this construct. It's a construct of within the company. It's a global, company-wide forced matrix where it goes from left to right all the way across every time somebody comes in as a brand ambassador. And it goes to 88 people. Now, every 89th person will fall in under the first left person. And it goes from left to right. It's a big, long line. Keeps going over and over and over. It looks like a big rectangle to infinity. Okay. Now, every 88th person will actually fall into your team globally. Say that again. Every 88th person in the entire company globally will fall into your team. How amazing is that? So imagine going to sleep and somebody in Australia is waking up, and the next day you got 3 or 4 people in your team helping you make money you've never met before. Would that make it easier for the average person to win? Absolutely. Now, here's even the cooler part. Let's say somebody a year from now comes aboard, okay, and they finally see the vision. Let's say it took them a while to really catch on. They choose in at that point. Awesome. They're going to inherit that fully already established organization let's just say there's 5,000 people in that team, and they fall into that team. They're going to inherit 5,000 people where they can all financially benefit as soon as they hit a certain rank within the company. And that's only the second rank, right? It goes novice, then builder. As soon as you hit builder, you're getting paid every single day as long as you get your personal sales volume in, which even as a builder is only $100 retail orders from either your site and or your VIP rewards customers, to where you're getting paid every day from all of the purchases and sales from that entire organization. That is huge. That creates massive belief. That creates excitement.
And that starts in September, right?
That's correct.
Those daily payments start in September. What do people need to do now in August to make sure that they qualify for those payments in September? What do they need to do? What actions do they need to take?
Get your sales in. Go buy some stuff. Some things that you need to buy.
So they need to be level 2 to get paid out in it, correct?
Correct. And how do you do that? Well, first and foremost is novice. And for you to become a novice, all you need is one person that comes aboard that you personally sponsored. Okay. To be able to become a builder, all you need to do is help 2 people that you've personally enrolled. Okay. So 2 new people that you brought on, not every single month, just one time. 2 people you personally sponsored that come in as a brand ambassador. In a total of 5 people in your entire team, just 5, okay? And you can actually bring 5 people on personally. That would totally qualify you as well. And then at least $100 of retail orders that came either from your personal site that you got credit for, or any VIP rewards customers that you introduced that are buying from their sites, okay? And that will help you achieve that get that bonus starting September for that 88 Global Force Matrix, which is our daily sales bonus pool. Okay, so you need to become a builder.
Right there are people on this call right now who have qualified for this because they've got their rank advancement in the soft launch period here. All they need to do now is go and spend $100, correct? In August. Or
enroll VIP rewards customers to have them spend $100. Either one or both.
Yeah.
But I would highly suggest don't just depend on someone else making purchases. Go buy some stuff you need to buy. Go find some products you need. Go support some of the companies and businesses that are selling, marketing, and getting their products to market. That's really the only thing you need to do is get help 2, get 5 in the team, 2 personally sponsored, 5 in the team, a total of $100 of retail orders, and you'll be getting paid every day from the global sales bonus pool of the daily 88 Matrix.
Awesome, that's fantastic. So that helps people focus what they need to be doing now at the end of August to make sure they can start maximizing the compensation plan come September. And the end of the day, that's part of what this is all about. You know, we come together every Sunday. Kyle, thank you very much for your contribution this evening as ever, delivering above and beyond. Jeannie, thank you so much for your contribution. Mr. Gavin J. Kerr, all the way from the UK, thank you for your contribution. We come together and we help, we give tips and advice on how to be a better version of you. It's all about personal development. It's all about making that the best advantage of that most precious asset we've got in life, which is time, and using that, the opportunities that present to us. But at the end of the day, it's just about empowering you to make an educated choice and to take the action necessary that's needed for you all to step into your own greatness, right? Everyone on this call now has got the opportunity to go, in my view, humble opinion, you've all got the opportunity to go, not just to build a legacy business for yourself, but to go and empower at least half a dozen others to go and do what you want to do. Right? And if you can just focus on other people and empowering them, go and find enough people that you can help get what they want. And to do that, you first got to find out what it is they want. Okay, so go take enough people through a discovery process, find out what it is they want out of life, and then inform them that you've got the perfect vehicle that will provide what it is they're looking for. It's called GSR, it's incentivized shopping, and then we take them on a journey. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to press and record. I appreciate your time. We had such a fantastic opportunity here with this opportunity we have. But just remember, okay, timing isn't everything. Knowledge isn't everything. You have to apply the knowledge and you have to take action. And when you put all that together and you add a little thing on top called passion and belief, then trust me, anything is possible. With that being said, thanks everybody. Appreciate the time. Don't forget the Monday corporate webinar, which is at 6 p.m. PST time. Kyle, do you have the link for that so we can let everyone know what the link is?
Yes, gsrmomentum.com. I want to register for that today. gsrmomentum.com.
So gsrmomentum.com, everyone. If you go there, I did that earlier today. You can register for the next 50 webinars all with one click of a mouse and get an email every week to remind you. It's fantastic. Okay, so don't forget that. That's a Monday Momentum series created by Corporate. And don't forget our usual Wednesday VIP trainings on Wednesdays as well at 6 p.m. PST. And if you've got the time, and especially if you're outside of, we discuss everything on the Monday Masterclasses, okay? It's a global business. We have Americans presenting, Canadians, Australians on the call. But because it's from the UK, we kind of concentrate on some of the things that are not always about the US. So it's an interesting perspective. You get that as well. So tune into what we're doing. Just be part of the information process and just find out as much as you can. Be a sponge. And what the best thing to do with that knowledge is pass it on to everyone else. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye for now.